Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, welcome to Connecticut Housewives. Housewives of Connecticut. She's saying, I can't hear her. She's working on her volume over there. And why do I feel delayed? We're delayed over here. Here. Well, today I feel like, whoo, I got up this morning, rushed out, and I had my second acupuncture appointment. But before we even do that, and while my sister's voice is coming in, our channel, if you don't know, we're sisters. We talk about sisterhood, we talk about parenting and being wives from Connecticut, even though she's in Texas, I'm in Connecticut. And if you're out there in the chat box, tell us where you're from. And we totally appreciate it. Look like one person's already jumped on. Somebody's been waiting for us. Who is that? Yay! So we talk about elderly care, planting. Of course, there's nothing going on right now in Connecticut because everything's kind of dead. That's what always surprised me when we talk about this is the new year or this is the beginning, or because really the new year should begin in spring when everything is blooming and the flowers are coming out, the trees are getting back their leaves. To me, that's like new beginnings and new year. But the Gregorian, calendar was changed. Um, a lot of things were switched around. I'm not sure if it was meant to help us or harm us. I'll say it that way. But if you have a comment on that, I would love to hear from you. And let's see. I'm going to say welcome in the comments, and we're just getting adjusted. So I was saying that I don't know. My sister, you gonna pop in and pop back out? Maybe that might help. I don't know. That's okay. Welcome to the Connecticut Housewives. Yes. All right. So I'm learning how to, I think I was in somebody's page on Instagram and they said, oh, if you have a business or something, then post it here. And so I put in there Nubian Queen Nation, building women into queens or something like that, just having fellowship. And then I see that that was probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, or maybe even a couple months ago. Hi, Miss Sasha, checking in. I love it, love it, love it. And I put in there Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Yay! So we are live today. I know we had our friend that was in Tanzania, and she's now back in the States, and she said, "Is this a recording?" Sometimes if my it was a recording last week and the week before that, but because if you have other appointments and things going on, I don't want to not post because I know people are looking for us at 1:00. And so we recorded it the day before, and then we were in the chat live. So when Daughter of the Most High said, y'all ain't live, she said, click up. So come back, Daughter of the Most High. She's like, if you're not live, because she didn't hear us say welcome. That's why we kept talking with the conversation so she could tell. But yeah, so check in, Miss Sasha. How you doing on your book? How you doing with your new position, wherever that is, whatever that may be. You and I need to meet locally so we can chat it up and have you on. But tell us how you're doing. Where's your mom? Where's Miss Holly? And hopefully you guys are all having a really good new year. So what are you doing, sis? Are you plugging in the earplugs? What you doing? Well, we want to hear your voice. Girl, week after week after week. Bible study is the same thing. Her and I jump on the Bible study and she's like, hold on. I'm like, I am not trying to be that one. But anyhow, while she's moving and grooving. So yeah, Miss Sasha, we need to have a chat and maybe meet at a Panera or something like that. Whatever's local for you. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be a lot of fun. And maybe, either you and I or you and I and your mom, or whatever, whichever. The more the merrier. But anywho, so what else did I want to bring up? Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. So now you got to close your blinds. I can't see what you're doing because your blinds was I saw the lines for outside, or not unless you get really close to the camera. I don't know. But let's see what some of my topics were going to be here. I don't even know. I feel bad just jumping right in, but let's see. Where did I put them? Oh, I know that. Okay, so I also saw the movie 6 3/8. That's what it's called, 6 3/8. That was the movie with the black female battalion. that delivered the mail, and it was published by Tyler Perry. So I'll just put movie. Oh, are you trying to come back in again on your phone? Oh, okay. We got. Let's see. Hopefully we don't hear a high pitched sound, because sometimes if you oh, what happened? Give me a second. Okay. She's making me work. She's making me work out, y'all. Work.
To know what
Okay, and so now I know. There we go.
voila.
Okay. What is up with your laptop?
So bypass the laptop. So you're giving me like 3 minutes to prepare myself to get it done. But but I can't. I'm not able to tell. Until we're on. So
Why?
because that's just the way it is. Some things will never change.
Girl, I look from this morning. I start putting my makeup on. I already stopped my nose. It don't be throwing the ball back in my corner talking about I only give you 3 minutes to prepare. It's a
I'm gonna
whole
need,
day, and I have to call you 30 minutes ahead of time. So you what?
I'm gonna need more. I might anyway. Okay, now I'm getting a little sassy. Just don't worry. Okay, but we're good. I'm gonna use my laptop to go onto YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what I was saying is I saw the movie 6 3/8. I know you guys don't let a movie be
triple
out.
threes.
Movie
Six,
6 and
six,
3.
six
Huh?
triple eight. Six
Six
triple eight.
triple eight. Six
Yeah.
triple eight. Okay,
Uh-huh.
6 8. Yeah. So I know a movie. It'll say that it's out for 24 hours, and then y'all are already at the movie in the center eating popcorn before it even.
That was a good movie. So like I said with that.
Oh, awesome! And Sasha says she's still editing her novel. Awesome. Hello, Miss Dadrian. Also, good
Welcome.
afternoon. And I love the fact that yes, we're gonna call Sasha our resident author here. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. Can't wait. Can't wait. So yeah,
Mhm.
that movie by Tyler Perry was pretty good. I did enjoy that movie, and we didn't speak on it. I don't think. And I know you saw it, right? Did you bring Daddy?
Actually, we saw it at home.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You probably shouldn't say that because that don't even sound right. That don't even sound right. Was that
You sure?
authorized? Was that show authorized by the church? Was it authorized by the church?
Oh no, you
When you
didn't.
said you saw it in the theater, it ain't even out the theater yet. Like, why would you telling yourself like that?
Man. But long story short was I was told it's perfect. The way I saw it was perfectly legal. So that's my story.
Oh,
I'm saying good.
okay, okay,
Hmm.
awesome.
I think.
It was good. I think they should have had you and I and more veterans in the background marching. I think that would have been pretty cool. Like actually, and Miss Adrian's also a vet. That would have been cool. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Tyler Perry, put the clarion. Do, 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 do. I need some actual veterans to be maybe not the major part, but in the back in the one they had 800 women. They said we could have been like number 750, 51, and 52. You know. And then, so anyway, and that includes, your daughter, my daughter, your daughter in love, and anyway.
Well, let's just say that I know that it's not about me. I would have done it for free. I would have done it for free.
Absolutely. See, that's just, you know what I'm saying? Just exactly. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Okay, Sasha started at home too.
What?
Wait a minute.
See?
All right. All right. Thank you, Sasha. Thank you, Sasha. It was on Netflix. You were right. I'm thinking of other movies because sorry, sister.
Okay.
Sorry, sister. I'm like, how you see that
All is
movie at all?
forgiven.
The same way I saw it. I just don't remember. Just
Perfectly legal.
yeah, it was definitely on Netflix
Yeah.
because I think that
Thank you, Sasha.
my kids wanted to see 2 different movies. That's okay. We'll go and see that one movie on the Friday, and then we'll watch the was it the 6 888 on the Saturday. And then I went to look for it like in the movie theater, and I forgot that I had saw the advertisement on Netflix. So, girl, when you get to be over a certain age, look, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that.
Hey, that's your story. Stick to it.
So yeah, that was that movie, and
Mhm.
then I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing. She said, "Oh, thank you." You said, "Thank you, Sasha." The movie we saw this weekend, I had been fighting this movie, and my kids, one of them saw it when they were a child as a play, I think, in New York City. But and then I saw the advertisements like crazy, Wicked. I'm like, that even sounds wicked. I don't want to go see Wicked if it's wicked. That just sounds evil. So yeah, there were some, there were some things in it, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? As far as I can imagine if I were to take a vote as to how many older Christian ladies went to see the movie, they're all probably like, I'm not seeing that movie. I'm not seeing that movie. So I did you see it? No, you
No.
didn't see it. So I did
Mhm.
see it, and it does remind you of the Wicked, the continuation of the Wicked Witch of the from the West or whatever. And I don't want to give it away, but there was some stuff in it that I was like, eh. But it was kind of like Disney-ish, but they always make it like Disney-ish, because even if you remember That's So Raven, with powers and stuff like that, and if we're not by any means throwing rocks at anybody's glass house, but that's just not something that we're necessarily into. But anyways, the popcorn was good.
Yeah.
And I think I ended up
Mhm.
eating too much popcorn because, as a reminder, we
Mhm.
are still on. How you doing with your fast?
Good. Good. Good.
So I
Um,
was just go ahead.
Mine's
What was
absolute. As I just popped in a piece of natural gum.
You
Mm.
have to hold that close to the camera. Hold the gum closer to the camera. Hold it.
It's underbrush remineralizing gum.
Go closer, closer, closer to the camera.
Get a little closer. Don't be shy.
Okay, okay, okay.
Mhm.
All right. So that's interesting. And um, so oh yeah, so the fast, the Daniel fast.
Mhm.
I was in the dentist's office today. So first I had acupuncture, and
Mhm.
guys, I have range of motion on this arm, which
All
like
right.
it's been since April. So it's working.
Woo.
With this arm, my left arm, I can go all the way to my right and I can touch my here. But with this arm, I'm like, it's kind of still a little bit struggle, but
Mhm.
working on it. You know what I mean? So that's exciting. That's exciting. And
Mhm.
again, being raised like we were raised in the church, it's like, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. I mean, Chinese medicine, natural stuff is they've been doing that stuff for 1,000 years. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but when you're in pain, sometimes it's like, okay, Lord, lead me to the water, something that's going to work. And so the acupuncture right now has been relieving the tension and she said inflammation. So that was like, a whole 45-minute session.
There's nothing like relief in so long as no one's chanting over my head, I mean, I'm not convicted about it. So there's
Yeah.
that. Hmm.
So that was very fun. And then I left from there and I went to my dental appointment and man, that was the best cleaning. Oh, it just felt good. And I'm surprised she didn't say, "Hey, you need to do." I guess at this age they know that you should floss more,
Hmm.
swish more, do more and more and more and more. But she just cleaned them up, and we talked about the fact that the inauguration is going to be on the 20th of January always, but it happens to fall on Martin Luther King Day this year. Like, what are the odds of that? Very, very interesting.
Hmm.
Hello, Mr. Anthony. Hey, nice to
Oh.
stop by. We appreciate you. Yes, and so like I was saying, what's everybody think about that? I think that's just funny. I really do believe that God has a sense of humor as far as
Hmm.
the inauguration falling on the 20th of January, which it does every year, but it's also Martin Luther King Day. So I'm
Hmm.
just happy that my daughter, was supposed to graduate in January, she moved it back to May, and we don't have to
Hmm.
be in town during any of that messiness. Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, so she gets to be there during the nice spring weather,
Hmm.
and graduating with majority of her
Oh, cherry blossoms.
exactly. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you for saying that. 'Cause I always try and
Yes.
catch DC around the cherry blossom time, and it doesn't happen. But
It's
we're excited.
amazing.
Yeah, we're excited about that. And
Hmm.
yeah, so yeah, acupuncture. This is the lady's card here. That was so much fun. I loved, there's something about this year and woosah, relaxing, getting massages, you know,
Tranquilo.
yes, getting acupuncture if needed, and like our, baby sister said on her Instagram page, to, get all your doctor's appointments in. Take care of you. I'm actually writing
Hmm.
a chapter, Sasha, on, um, just taking care of yourself. We as mothers, a lot of us, we put so much into our children, our husband, our
You
parents, whoever we're taking care of as
that.
caregivers, and we
Hmm.
put ourselves in the back burner. And so
Hmm.
this year, we all need to. If you don't put the mask on yourself first, it's hard for you to take care of other people. So we
Mm-hmm.
have to remember that there's nothing wrong with putting the mask on yourself first, as they say on the airplane,
That's right.
right?
Yeah.
And you're learning to do the same thing, right? Because you've been waking up early to do what?
Going to the
Ex-
gym.
Going to the gym. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
she's getting it in. So now I
Mm-hmm.
just have to find a nice, easy way to exercise without saying that I'm exercising. You know, you see a lot of people say, "How do you say this without saying this?" So even if it's just low key dancing, because I love to just dance and move, and I wouldn't think of that as exercising, you know.
Right.
But I do need to move more and get more steps in per day.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, dun, da, 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 water check. Everybody needs to stop and drink some water. Stop and drink some water. So hopefully you're having a good year, Mr. Anthony. Anthony, my time. You guys can go check out his channel too. He's on YouTube. Great guy, very inspirational, and telling everybody to go and
Mm-hmm.
to just start the darn thing. Go and start your channel. Yeah.
So Anthony or Dadrian?
Daedrin also has her own YouTube page. I think I went back in and checked on her
Mm-hmm.
page, and I think that she might have put the stuff to like some things are on private or whatever. But Mr. Anthony definitely has a channel that he's encouraging people on a daily basis to start your YouTube page, and he has a lot of a lot of the gospel scriptures and
Ooh.
very informative spiritual page.
Okay. So
Getting
I'm
stuff
gonna write down.
done.
So, Anthony. Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of those. We call him by his middle name, but
Yeah, her son. But I think
mm-hmm.
he's like Reverend Minister something, Anthony. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some other things that I wanted to talk about? So um let's see. Oh, you can okay. All right. This may seem a little bit petty, but when you're a parent, and I was thinking about this a little bit more, and you don't mind your children driving your car. But when they drive your car and they move everything around, Adrian said, "Hello, Mr. Anthony." Um, I had a water bottle in my pocket. I had a water bottle full in the first compartment, and then I had a half water bottle in my second compartment. But guess what?
Hey.
It was my car.
Oh
It was my
yeah.
it was my car. So my kids asked me, "Can they go?" So go use the car. Don't bring it back empty. Fill it up. I got the next time I got in my car and I went to get water, they had removed all my water bottles, all 5 of them. They said, "But that was," I said, "That was none of your business. That was my car. Those are my water bottles. Like, why did you remove my stuff?" Like, so to them, I'm sure it's like not a big deal, but I'm like, y'all need to leave because when you're married, you do everything. You share stuff with your kids, you share stuff with your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
My room is not even all my room because I share it with my spouse. Thank God, you know what I'm saying? Thank God I have a spouse I love. But can I get in my car and at least think that I have something all to myself? Can I? Because even when your kids and Daydream, I know she can say this, and also Sasha, I know she's in and out. But when you're
Mm-hmm.
when you're eating something, even then, your children will like, "Can I have some?" So it's like you never really have anything totally to yourself.
Right.
So I'm just saying, us as women, this year, this is a year of we're not going to be saying we're selfish, but we do need to take care of self. Is that a good
Yeah.
way of saying it?
Self-care. Self-care.
Self-care. Self-care.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So So anyway, that was that thing, my car and my water bottles. I was like all the way to the movie theater. I was like, I said, when we get to the movie theater, somebody's gonna buy me some water. And like I said, it's not even that. And then the one time I got in the car and I'm coughing, my throat is dry. It's wintertime here in Connecticut. It's wintertime everywhere, but in Connecticut it's cold. I ain't had not near water bottle, and I didn't bring one from the house because I knew I had 5 in the car. Yeah. Daydream says she tells him no oftentimes. Yes, this is mommy's food. And do you remember, Audra, when we were younger, our mother, it was such a special treat. Like now I don't go to McDonald's and I see that my son's like, "Are you trying to kill me?" But if I say McDonald's, one of those, excuse me, I'm not trying to like don't anybody come from me, whatever, but fast food. But when we got to go to McDonald's or Burger King when we were kids, it was like the best thing on Friday. Remember with 2 other cousins?
Uh-huh.
And you can read it too. It says, and they left me on thirsty in my own car. You know what I'm saying? Like, how in the world go leave me? I was definitely thirsty, yes. And then it made me a little bit angry, but not in the. I wasn't cussing anybody out, but I was like, maybe that's my water bottle. As cars would be driving by, and ambulance drove by me. I'm like, maybe they have my water bottles. But anyway, yeah. So when we were
I
little,
guess.
our mom would take us to uh McDonald's with our cousins,
Yeah.
and she would eat. What would she eat? Do you remember this story at all? You remember this?
Oh, absolutely. She would eat the palate, the PP place,
She would eat
restaurant,
shell food. She would have
food.
seafood.
Yeah.
And back then it wasn't as appealing because we
Fried
thought, oh,
clams with French fries,
you know what I'm saying?
shrimp.
Yes. And so now that I got older, I'm like, oh, okay, I see, I see.
Yeah.
And when I
Hmm.
would bring something in the house like sushi, I was so happy with my kids. At first, they thought they didn't like sushi,
Yeah.
and then they got older, and all of a sudden they liked sushi. I'm like, I thought you didn't like this.
Ah,
I liked it better when you didn't like it.
well, you know what I do? I'll do this is to share and this is not.
Yeah.
That's to me, that's the polite way to go. Mine, 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 mine.
Well, no. I mean, they gotta learn. Some
Yeah.
things are for you, and some things are for me, and that's okay because it teaches them in life that they can't have everything that they want either.
Good point. Touche.
But so yes, and my other point was eating out and staying healthy. That's
Mhm.
that's new. So when we're doing this Daniel fast, I'll show the book again for those who are in the back.
Mhm.
Daniel fast. And yeah, I was telling the lady in the dentist office today that she says, "Oh, ma'am, she's cleaning my teeth," and I'm trying. You know how just before you go in the teeth in the dentist, you're trying to like uh do all the stuff like in the car.
Oh
In the
wow.
morning. In
Nope.
the morning, you do an extra long brush.
Uh.
And
Uh.
I didn't drink my shake that I'm drinking. I didn't drink it because I knew that some of the particles from my shake might have been in my teeth. So I'm like, I'll drink it. So I had that shake ready for me and in the car. So as soon as that appointment was over, I got in the car, I drank my shake.
All right now.
But she's like, "Oh, you have something stuck in your teeth." Sorry, not to be gross, whatever. But I was like, "Oh, it's seaweed. It was wasabi seaweed, which is known as nori."
Hmm.
And so I was like, "Yeah." I said, "And that I'm doing also the Daniel fast, and I'm eating lots of salads." And so she said, "Oh, I never heard of Daniel fast." So I
Oh,
was like, "Yeah." So I said, "Oh, like the book of Daniel in the Bible, and you can look it up." And she said, "Okay, I'll Google that on her break or whatever." So Daniel
could
fast.
you explain to her like vegetables and fruit and
Oh yeah,
nuts
yeah.
and nothing fried?
Just like they ate in the Bible,
Right.
lots of vegetables and nuts and berries and stuff like that. And she said, "Oh, okay, yeah." So
Hmm.
nori is a uh, is seaweed.
Oh
It's
yeah.
high in iron and all these different things.
Hmm.
High in a lot of stuff. So you can also Google nori. Like when my kids were younger, well, they were teenagers and they were homeschooled up until 11th grade, and so they would be sitting. Sarah, that daughter, would be sitting in the cafeteria eating her nori. It's like it feels like potato chips because it's kind of crunchy.
Uh-huh. And
Um,
her machi
matcha,
matcha
matcha, yeah, matcha is high.
matcha.
It's supposed to be good for you too.
Uh-huh.
And so people would make fun of her, like, "What in the world are you eating?" And like, but it was healthy stuff.
Hmm.
So anyway,
Yeah,
how's
we
your
still buy the whole packet of the seaweed, the seaweed snacks. Oh
yes,
man, that's so delicious.
yes. How's your granddaughter doing with homeschooling?
Good. She's downstairs right now doing
Settling in?
doing her homework. I made her breakfast, her and Pop breakfast, and she's down there doing homework. But yeah, she's keeping everybody quiet.
And your dog. I see you moved
Oh,
upstairs.
but no, not just my dog. When she comes to do homeschooling, she actually brings hers too.
So they keep each other occupied, both
Yeah.
dogs.
Oh yeah. Love it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Celebrate.
So
So
it's always good. What do
I
you want to
have
bring?
so we haven't skipped it to we haven't gotten to the products yet, but there's one product that I actually hadn't been using for a good while, and then I just kind of ran out and didn't purchase it again. But it's if you wear
Good. I was gonna say B12 looks like B12.
no, it's actually sunscreen, but
Oh,
it's a
okay.
sunscreen tinted for our skin. So when you
Okay.
put the sunscreen on, it's not like white and you're not looking like pasty gray or whatever. But all I can say is it's not Ulta, it's Elta MD, and it's amazing to me that they actually have that the SPF is 40, and then
Mhm.
it's a deep tinted. So when I put it on my skin, it should be blending in better. So one product I wanted to just shout
Oh,
out to the
put the product in the product name in the
chat.
chat in the
Sure.
chat.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we also said last week that when it's winter time, like in Connecticut, you think that we're not sponsored or getting paid, we're just sharing.
Yeah,
But
we're sharing.
when you mix this Burt cream with this
Oh,
coconut hydrate body oil, like
yeah.
one little squirt of this and then a little dab of this, man,
Hmm.
this stuff will keep you moisturized because I don't care. You get out the shower and
Oh,
your body be crackling, like crackling. That, and I also like to
same thing
use
for me. Pretty much getting out of the shower is like I gotta make sure that I get my feet and my my lower portion is hydrated.
yeah, yes.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. And then especially being in the acupuncture today, I'll put
Mm.
um when she was doing that, like when I went to the okay, I'm sorry, guys, you have to excuse us because we're over 50 and 55, whatever.
Oh,
So
so
we
us looking all around and doing stuff.
for subject. But when I went to the chiropractor earlier this year, that was one thing. But
Yeah.
seeing this little thing just now reminded me, she did the little pins all on my back, my shoulder mainly,
Oh yeah.
my neck. And last week she put some on top of my head. But then she has this little glass cup that she puts on your
Like a
body and she
suction.
snaps them off.
Oh yeah.
And so she was doing that all over. And I was like, ah. And I was like, is she gonna tear my skin? I mean, because she slided across. I said, don't you need some oil? Like she's no, I don't need oil. And she was like, slide it.
Did you
And
have like any bruises, any bruises or whelps like for a while or no?
no. I actually surprisingly no, I didn't. Yeah. So that, and then I also had biopsy on my throat the other day. So that I don't that's supposed to come in the next couple of days. They said that everything looked good, but I haven't had another biopsy just to check out everything in like 10
Mm.
years.
Wow.
Time flies.
Mm.
Time flies. Yeah.
Well, those kind of things, you really shouldn't put off.
And I definitely didn't put it off. They were watching it. They were checking it every year, but I just haven't um they said one side looked like it was had grown a little bit. So that's
Yeah.
why they did the biopsy. So they were looking at it and checking it every time I went to the doctor. They had me on rotation, looking at it every year.
I'm getting a little chilly. I have it up here on 69 because it's cold outside, right?
Girl,
What?
please. It's 29 degrees here in Connecticut. Like, stop.
No, no. I mean, it actually is. Okay, my watch has actually been. It says 45 degrees. So getting delicious. Keeping in mind, I went to the gym and I am dry. However, I am in short sleeves. So I am going to throw on a shirt that I actually have near or close to me and keep going.
So I came in. I think my husband said that I had a package, but I don't know if this is the one he saw as he was driving away, because usually he brings my packages in. I
Yeah.
was like, what is this? This
Ooh,
time it's not my what else did I have?
it comes in a bag.
I don't know what this no, last week my CPAP stuff did come in a bag.
Okay,
But
you
this
put
is
it in a bag.
because you know how you and I we talk.
Yes.
I'll order something and then we forget what we ordered. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a good thing that I start ordering through PayPal, because they keep a list of stuff that you order.
Oh my goodness.
So if I pay through PayPal, there's a
Do
list. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I did order that or whatever.
you
Or
think that PayPal was part of the reason why you got hacked?
no, I don't, I
Mm-hmm.
have no idea why I got hacked out. Honestly, I think
Mm-hmm.
that Amazon themselves, if you Google it, anybody Googles it, they said on Google that the business that they have such an influx of business that the hackingness went from 100 million per day to 750 million per
Wow.
day.
Wow. Okay, I just gotta adjust myself and my shirts here. Looking kind of crazy.
Ooh, I got some. This thing came fast.
Heck, when did you order it?
Okay, I think I ordered it like 2 days. This thing 2 days ago. This wasn't through Amazon.
Huh.
I think I've been kind of afraid to order through Amazon. My daughter, she tested out the water on that first, so
Right.
because she has a nice big trip coming up soon.
Yahoo. She
That
deserves it.
we'll tell people about it afterwards.
Right. Of course.
But yeah. Or after she's gone. But
Yeah.
so I ordered something, And you know how you ever order something and you hit it twice, or it doesn't move fast enough, so you hit it again. So I think it
Yeah.
tried to order twice for me.
Oh, I've done that.
But thank God, I think that going through what I say, PayPal,
Yeah.
that they caught it, and they before I could even say, okay, this is not, I have two orders.
Yeah.
They deleted one order.
Oh, nice.
I'm glad that they did the right one, the one that had you know how you put in the discount code.
Yes, indeed.
So hurry up and come back on camera so you can see. What are you doing?
I was putting a shirt on. Boss. Oh, yes.
Start holding it up. So this is what I ordered. Again, you and I, we're not getting paid, but it's so dot comfort.
Okay. All right.
So this, you know how you be minding your own business, doing something that you're supposed to be doing, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden an ad pops up.
Pretty bird.
It says your best day starts with your best mind, with your best day starts with your best mindset.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I like
Yeah.
that. So, all right, this is the thing. I figure, well, I'm supposed to be traveling, going somewhere in April,
Uh-huh.
but it's
Oh, you
a sweatshirt. It's a sweatshirt, but the cool thing about it,
what's the cool thing?
the last time I traveled way too much, and then I put the stuff I want in the carry-on.
No, you pack too much for your travel. You said you travel too much. No, you pack too much.
Okay, I packed too much.
Uh-huh.
So, so I,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll have a carry-on. That's like my bag that has like your sandwich in it, your drink in it, and your
Yeah.
phone, whatever. And that's always too heavy too. I mean, like too heavy. So this shirt was so cute because you put and then you put it in the bag, and then you put it over your head or at your feet, and you still can't find what you need. That's my situation.
Ow.
Right. So this right here, you put your little earplugs in your pocket right here.
Oh.
Right. And then you have another one on this side. I think, yeah. So you have two. So you can have your lip gloss in one pocket.
Uh-huh. Is it a zip? How do you keep your stuff in?
Yeah, it does zip. It zips.
Oh, nice. All right.
Right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Big enough for your little tiny earbuds, whatever, to go in there.
Right.
And then it has another pocket. There's tissue paper. Then you got the hand pocket in here. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me get better at this. So then you have this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then inside there,
Mm-hmm.
there's another compartment in there.
What?
You can put your phone in there and zip it. What?
Wow.
I'm saying.
Mm.
And then maybe even have, this is my little pill. I take, some medication, and so I put it in here. So this is even small enough to go in your pocket when you're on the plane or whatever.
Adorable.
So I am so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, I don't know, I kind of dress with a nice sweater like this if I'm going somewhere or whatever. But if I'm going to travel, whether it's a car or whatever, I think this is like the cutest little sweater ever. And it zips on both sides. So inside of the little pocket thing here, there's a mesh thing, and it opens up both sides. So you got this mesh thing, and there's a zipper on both sides of it. So your phone, your lip gloss or your lipstick like me, and your earbuds.
Wow.
That's 3 things less to put in my bag.
Yeah. Is it fleece?
No. Let me see. What does it say it is?
Uh,
Good days ahead. It says the tag.
Uh-huh.
Large. Hopefully it fits because it says large, but
But
no, it's not fleece. Let's see. It says that it is 60.9% cotton, 39.1 polyester.
Okay. All right. Did I tell you about this reacher?
No.
So
I still okay.
So we have a reacher.
Your husband is a professional reacher.
It's ridiculous. He can pick up anything.
Her husband can reach and squeeze and get up a marble off the floor if he wanted to from his lounge chair without even stretching or even
probably some change. So I have one upstairs, and I only use this for like Pop's room and for like when I had the back surgery last year. This is a weird thing. Last year when it just happened, like a couple months ago, this came in handy. So I'm not gonna say I mocked him about it, but long story short, I'm like, seriously, just bend down and get it. Now I'm like, hoo, kiss cane clutch, as they say.
So how do you actually so you can you've mastered grabbing a cup of coffee, a cup of something?
Yeah, I just reached back and got my glasses just now. It's got a little handle like so. You
Yeah.
see it?
Yeah.
And then it's got the little reacher portion right here. And when you hit that little lever, it's kind of like a retrieving tool when you in a toolbox, but just
That
bigger.
is that is too much. I love it. I guess okay, so Rob and I we don't even have one in the house. You guys probably have like 3.
He's got okay. So actually, you are correct, but two functional one, and then one that functions that he can use. That he ended up somehow it got broken. He broke it, and he taped that thing up with the black tape for the black. I said, you know what, you can get another one. So he got another one and kept it. I know.
So in other words, he has one
Maybe
in
it's
that room, one in this room, and yeah. The broken one is in that room.
So the funny thing is, he lost the new one, right?
Mhm.
And he made a point to tell me when he purchased it, it actually came in two. So he gave me this one, and this one actually has like a RMS on it, right? A little portion right here that has like letters on it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
his actually is brand new and it has no letters. He made a point to tell me, which is the only way I remember this, is that he said, "So I'll know that this is yours. You take the one that has the letters on it in case you lose yours. I'll know this is mine." That's what he says. Okay, so I mean, yeah, he's like, yeah. So ended up he lost his, and he swore up and down that I had it. And so now I'm ignoring him. Like, first of all, I didn't have yours. I have my own. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
So then I got so sick of him talking about his because he didn't buy anymore. He's just like gonna wear me down until I give. So I gave him this one just because I was so annoyed. Just can you please stop talking, right? So he had this one. So then he found his and said, "Oh, I found it." I said, "I'm glad you found it." I said, "I knew it was mine." I said, because you told me specifically that you wanted me to have this one because it had letters on it.
Right.
But it's like,
You should put your initials on the other side too.
but you know what? His doesn't even have the yellow. His has no yellow,
I
and
know,
it
but
has
you see
no.
it.
So at this point, like I said, it was just too much. Something the battles that was not a battle for me to go either. So
Mhm.
but yeah. So when he found it, he's like, I apologize. So he said, "I'm sorry." I said, "No, no, you. Oh, I apologize. Apology accepted." And we moved on. It's like there's no sense in arguing about something you know that you're right about. That's like what?
I hear you. I hear you on that.
Oh goodness. So
The
it's
only
back
other
up
thing
here where it belongs upstairs.
So the only other thing that I can think of that's new this week is me going to the dentist, and she gave me 2 toothbrushes. I said, "Oh, I'll take the one that's purple." She said, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'm going to give you 2." She was amazing.
Nice.
I hadn't seen her in a dentist office in a long time.
Uh,
And then the other thing, I love it when they
People,
give you
I need to make an appointment. Ooh, Santa Claus.
dental. I always do it like 6 months before my birthday, and then on my birthday.
It makes you wonder why. Thank God we have no cavities. But it makes you wonder why on earth they give you the one from back way back when where you had to wrap it around your fingers. When you can just go get the little toothpick ones and just go,
You know what though? I do that, and I find that it doesn't work as well as the floss because I love those one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I keep those ones everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Mine comes in a case like this.
Oh yeah.
And I love these little things.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But yeah, those things they come in handy though. I like the little. But she also gave me a sensitive because my teeth, getting older, sensitive teeth from that
Oh,
company,
Sensodyne.
and then she gave me Sensodyne, and then Colgate sensitive.
Oh, I remember what happened. You remember what happened with Colgate and Oprah show?
I do remember.
Okay.
We couldn't really prove it or whatever, but I do remember that because I remember our
Yeah, we
cousin.
pretty much said who he was.
One of our cousins worked for that company, and I remember her. She lived in Maine, and now she lives in Chicago. She worked for that company, and I think I mentioned it to her, and she like, no, that's that. I don't remember what the words were exactly, but that dentist hooked me up today, so I got 2 in the box, 1 out the box,
Nice.
and 2 brushes. Even though I like using well, I went for my electric toothbrush because the battery would die. I use these now. You know how you go back and forth. Plus,
Oh yeah,
the
I do
coconut
the same
oil
thing.
to swish around in that
Mhm.
that also comes in. I like that soft toothbrush that comes with the coconut oil that you take.
Oh, the guru.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you remember the name because I don't. But yes, that. So
Mhm.
So anyway, wow.
Yeah.
So Daddy's doing good. Talking about Pop now. Pop
He's
chat.
doing good. He's actually he's in the room right now because he said he had a late start because he went to bed like this morning. So yeah. I actually went to sleep, woke up and to go to the bathroom, and lo and behold, my father was in there. I could hear the TV through the door. I'm like, So he says, "Hey," I said, "Why turned it off?" I said, "It's 4 o'clock in the morning, sir."
How did he get himself in there?
Oh no. I learned. We when I go to bed, we go. He goes to the room, not to bed, but he goes
Right. So,
in the room.
so how did he get to the TV room?
No. He's got a TV in his room, and then he has the media room.
Mm.
Bougie.
So I guess you
So,
need to take the remote control out of there after when you go to bed. Something. Because if he's diabetic, you need sleep. And when he was here, same thing. That TV was in his room, and you know, look, that thing was so big it heated the whole room. That room stayed warm because that TV never hardly went off. But but his sleep pattern was always off too because he was always
yeah,
staying up till through
yeah.
4 o'clock in the morning. But then he went through a whole spell where he didn't watch TV at all when he was in the
Yep,
nursing homes
same.
and all that. Yeah. So, but yeah.
So all I can say is he's feeling better, and that's that's the thing. I'm grateful for that. I'll take it. And I want to say my granddaughter is so she thinks it's so neat that you and I have this little chat time online.
Podcast.
Yes,
And invite people. We're inviting all women to come.
and men, anyone, everyone,
Yes.
inclusive.
Well, we do like men to pop in, but it's all about the sisterhood, the vibing, healthcare. Oh, in that movie, the one that starts with a W.
Debbie, you can't see it.
Um,
You can't see it.
it's wicked. It's wicked. I can say
Okay.
it. I just
Hmm.
I don't like using the word. But anyway, in the movie,
For some reason, I just popped to a war room. I'm like, you better say that.
it wasn't one room. But while you're watching it, you need to be and put yourself in the war room though. But in the movie, she was going like she was exaggerating because she was supposed to be. And I told my kids, there's no such thing as good witch, bad witch. I don't care,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's a deception from the enemy. But in there, she was going like this. We gotta watch because I know you and I will make reference, and not until I'm editing do I see all the little stuff that you do with my eyes are off the screen. So, but in the movie, she was like, it was exaggerated. Everything she did was exaggerated, So, yeah, that's anyway.
Well, speaking of hair flinging, so how you doing with your journey? And my journey with the sister locks is going very well.
Thank you.
Yes,
Very
I've
well.
got an appointment coming up on the 22nd, the spa day.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna write your spa day on my calendar because I can't wait to even hear about it. Like for real.
As a matter of fact,
She's going to get her locks retightened, but it's gonna be a whole
Sister
shebang.
Lock. I have it, Sister Lock
A
Spa
whole
right
journey.
on my calendar.
What time is your appointment?
Okay, now you're pushing it. I'm just doing good to have it in here. I want to say it's at 11 o'clock, which
Okay.
is yeah. So
it's right one day after our next day. Okay.
Hmm?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm writing you in on my calendar. Look at my calendar.
Loving it.
So 22nd at 11 a.m. Okay. So then I'll definitely have to make sure I send you reminders.
So have you used sister? So have you used the little thingies in the inside, the little appointment stickers and the little?
I love that. Thank you for reminding me because that one's downstairs. I didn't grab it to come up here because I always bring this many books upstairs, and then I bring this many books back downstairs. I do it every single day night.
I do the same exact thing. Same thing.
I need to have a cart or something where I put them all in because upstairs, downstairs.
Well, I have a little wagon. I have a little wagon downstairs for the grandkids. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put my books in it, get my stuff in it, and so
Yeah, you can put your books in it, put it in a basket, and send it upstairs with Daddy's electric chair.
So it's funny because we use the lift for the bigger things, but now we have the egg basket, and we lower the egg basket with a rope down when I need something small. It's like if I get a fork, if I get a napkin, we do the whole small basket from upstairs to downstairs to Pops, whatever Pops needs. Yeah.
I tell you.
So have you seen this book called Lectin Free Handbook?
Lectin free. No.
Okay, because the things that we're concerned about being older, and not just being older, just in general, we should be aware of is lectin. So I don't know why I don't see any more comments, moving. So
Oh, because yeah. Is that from Dr. So and so, our oil guy?
no, this is Stanley Adamson.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm. So,
Yeah.
but I'm looking in here, and I like the fact that they actually have recipes in here also. And it's like you would think that this would be more like just vegetables and fruit, right? Like to keep yourself lectin free. However, they have whole meals in here: avocado shrimp salad with balsamic dressing. I'm like, oh yes, a lectin free mug cake. So I'm thinking, I think I'm gonna go ahead and try some of these once we get off the fast. Right now, oh, something's coming, something's coming. The FedEx guy is at the front of the house.
Oh, really? Your dog is barking?
Oh yeah, you hear it?
I think I heard one bark.
No, I'm looking out the window. He's coming, big bucks. Oh, that's for Pop. It's for Pop.
Oh, what is
Yeah,
it?
it's just things, everyday things he needs.
Oh, supplies and vitamins.
Yeah,
So, people, so this is what my chapter is about. Can you see that?
yeah. Nubia Taylor.
Co-author. I know our baby sister is going to be like, you did another co-author, another chapter. Like, girl, I got 3 chapters. I got like 7 more chapters to go. I can write my own book now. Like,
Just so thankful that you finished it because I was like, I didn't want to ask.
yeah. Well, I did send it in, and she revised the whole thing. So now I'm having to revise it. So I should have said that when Sasha was online, and I didn't really want to, but she says so. But I do understand the way that she was, like what's the big thing that happened to you at 50, and then like I was like mothering and all these spiritual scriptures because I'm like she says, oh yeah, I got to know you from reading your chapter. It was really good. But we need to start off with this and then weave in your favorite scriptures. Because I would have a paragraph and then I would have my
Mhm.
favorite scripture, John 3. So she says, just talk about it and then weave it in through the story. Because I was hoping that she wouldn't say, this is a little bit too spiritual. Because that would have like slapped the taste right out of the mouth. I mean, like, you know, but
Mhm.
anyway, so the quote that I have in there for me, I put, "A queen ages gracefully, reigns with wisdom, and builds a legacy of love, faith, and sisterhood, proving that true beauty and strength only deepen with time."
Mhm.
So, yeah, and then I've been
Wow.
listening about different people self-publishing, so I'm like, "Okay, if I just take these 3 chapters,
Mhm.
rearrange them," because when somebody else is in charge of the anthology, then you have to only purchase the books from them. This time, this one won't be on, necessarily be on Amazon. They'll have
Uh-huh.
to get their book through me, so that way I'll know. Because when you tell people that, "Oh, it's for sale," they go to Amazon and you don't know who bought it, but,
Right.
so anyway, and then Amazon gets all the money in the person who's the facilitator, you know?
Yeah. Mhm.
Anyhow, I just wanted to share that, and,
Right.
yeah, so we gotta send
Congratulations.
thank you. So we gotta send each other screenshots throughout the week so that I can figure out how to pop it up on the screen like this. We're getting better at these things
Yeah.
here. Um, so I can't wait to finish, once we get off of here, my husband makes a salmon salad, so I'm going to, like, devour half of that like, I mean, now I eat a salad. I always ate big salads, but now
Yeah.
this salad, man, it's like it's
Yes.
and then
Mm.
out of one of these books, I made it was squash, red lentils, has carrots, all these things in it. So it's not as smooth as I like to, but I could also just put it back in there and multiply it again.
Mhm.
But it's really, yummy. Yummy, yummy,
Mm.
yummy.
Sounds good.
Yeah, yeah. So anyhow, what else? We can always
Oh, we had last night we had salmon and salad and butternut squash.
ooh, girl, you gonna make me have some salmon. I told my one lady that I wasn't eating salmon because it wasn't on the Daniel fast, but to each his own.
Mhm. Mhm.
Right now I feel like I need a piece because I made some for my family this past weekend, I think Sunday,
Mhm.
and I made salmon for all of them, and I didn't have any, and there was one piece
Mhm.
left. I'm like, I might, if it's in the refrigerator, I might eat that last piece of salmon. Um,
What I like about our fast is we're not. we're not bound to just why is this thing moving? Oh, but we're not bound to just the Daniel fast. So some are doing the Daniel fast, and then like for me, I'm doing where you fast from midnight to 4 p.m. So that's why I was able to have the salmon.
From midnight to four.
So
Okay.
I think if you're probably gonna do that, then I would probably suggest maybe on the day you're gonna have the salmon, make that like a fast day until you know till after
Gotcha.
4 p.m.
Well,
You
like you
know,
said, we're all on our own journeys here.
absolutely
As long as you're dedicated to it and you're not like falling off the wagon, falling off the wagon,
right,
falling off the wagon,
right, right.
Um,
So,
yeah.
but I do like the fact that there's actually structure. We're doing it as a church family. So
Mhm.
it used to be back in the day when we first started this out. My daughters would actually do the fast with me, and sometimes my husband. But you know,
Right.
um, so I'm hoping to get back to where like the kids are getting reincorporating themselves into that again. But all I can say is I'm focusing on this person right here.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, get
Yep.
that spirit and that mind and that body right. So.
I get that. And that's what I
Mhm,
was telling somebody this weekend that
mhm,
um that I was normally I wouldn't say that I'm doing a daily fast, but but if I'm supposed to be eating with these girls that I meet with on Saturdays.
yeah.
And so I said to them, because I want them to know too that there is a different way of doing things. A lot of people don't know about fasting at all,
Mhm,
so I said, no, there is such a thing as Daniel fast. I said, remember in the book of Daniel when he was, him and his men were they were like, okay, just let us eat what we eat, and we'll show you that
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, yeah.
we're
Mhm,
gonna be just as strong and even more proficient than eating your diet. So,
mhm,
actually in the Bible. So,
yeah.
anyway, yeah,
And then being
that's very
stronger,
cool.
wiser, and healthier. So,
Yes. And when
mhm,
I said that too, the one lady that was also in the room, she said that when she was a child, because I did have our children would do it too every once in a while with us, and my husband and I would do it together, but not lately.
mhm,
But the one girl in the room, she's got to be somewhere around our children's age.
mhm.
And she said that when she was growing up, they all did the Daniel fast. And she said, and then when they would have a meal at the church, all the adults were at the table having Daniel fast, and all the kids were having whatever they wanted over this. She said, but her and her brother, they were at the table with her and her mother and her parents, right? Because her parents, they were like, nah, you doing this Daniel fast.
Yeah.
So but it
Mhm.
was interesting that she was aware of it. She said she's doing hers right now too. So I'm like, that's so
Nice.
encouraging when you meet people.
Mhm,
It seems like that's more prevalent in the African American churches. I'll put it that way, or the churches that are, you know.
mhm.
So
But
anyway,
but it's funny because 2 3 years ago when I went to in because it seemed like everybody was doing it in January, right?
right,
So it seemed like 2 3 years ago when I would go to the grocery store, it seemed like everything that I wanted like was either low or like slim pickings because it seemed like everybody at that time, at least in my area, was doing it.
right, right,
And now it's like you can go. We got 25 trillion supermarkets. I don't have to worry about not having anything in
right.
the shelves are plentiful. But that's what it just seemed like. It's like wow, everybody must be doing the same thing. How is this going?
That that would make the world a better place, right? If everybody had that same mindset,
Yes,
that
yes,
would be cool. Yep.
yes. Not
Um,
realistic yet, but but cool indeed.
yes. So we're winding down here, counting down. So as they can see, I'm changing my. What else do you have? As I'm changing in my all of my little things that I didn't put in before.
I think that's amazing how you even figured out how to even do that.
Yeah. Right.
So and I'm just happy that we're actually able to have the conversation. Oh, do better. If I hold my head down, it's no
I
shining,
like
right?
your glasses.
Thank
I
you.
like girl, if you don't fill me in on your Sunday with our cousin, you know how long I've been waiting for that conversation?
Oh, I forgot to tell you. So
Cousin R.
oh, he was coming with his girlfriend, and I said, you know what? Who you love, we love too. Come on, bring. She can go. Well, ended up that she had to work, and he I guess he forgot. I was like so excited about coming and all that. Then he said, oh, I should have talked to her. She has to work this weekend, so he's coming this upcoming weekend. So next
Oh,
Tuesday we'll talk about it.
girl, because I was trying not to call. I'm like, I'm trying to let her have her
No,
own business and let her have her
no,
but so
I'm
look,
probably gonna call you when he gets here too, just cause.
that means I waited. I'm gonna count Sunday. I didn't call all day Sunday, all day Monday, all day Tuesday. I was like, I'm gonna mind my own business. Let her fellowship. They're fellowshipping really hard, so that's why I haven't heard from them. So um that's good. That's good to know. So we are in the last 10 minutes and we're trying to
Yeah.
get the last few things in. And I like that shirt. That shirt matches your hair. Nice and lovely. I love it for real.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Okay. So yeah, we're winding down, guys. We thank you for coming in and joining us every Tuesday live. Tell a friend, tell your mom, tell your sister, tell a neighbor. We're trying to build community here. And looks like we have 3 people that are in here. Thank you for jumping on. And people jump in, they jump out. And if you'd like to know more about the Daniel fast that we're on, you can email me at that email. And or we're also, I usually wait till after,
Mason at gmail.com.
and we also put in in the comment section, I usually put down where they can contact you on TikTok, contact me on Instagram, both of us. And I haven't been over on TikTok as much because they're in a debate on whether or not it's going to be able to stay up or take it down.
Oh, that's another thing is your brother-in-law showed me another site that's taking TT's place.
Really?
Read something.
I think I might have heard it. Not read it. If it's Reddit, I've heard of it before. I just haven't.
I don't think it's Reddit. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'll have to check. I can't check right now because I'm on the phone with you. But I'll check afterward. I want to say it's Red something like Red Blunt. No, not that's a movie.
And we're at the end and people are jumping on. So I'm going to put my, I have an upcoming book. Also, if you'd like to know anything about my book, you can also text me or not, but email me. And we're figuring out, we're working some stuff over here. We're all over 55. If you're not, it's okay.
Yes.
But okay. This is coming out somewhere between now and March. So I'll just keep you posted. But yeah, I also have a link that I'm putting in after every video where you can join my email list. So it's a little bit, I won't say malfunctioning right now, but I'm still working it all out. So just give us, give me some
work in progress.
A work in progress, definitely. Look at that.
We'll give you good job.
I'm just hitting the buttons. So that's all we have for today for you. So you have to go back and watch from the beginning. And we miss Daughter of the Most High. Thank you, Sasha, for popping in. And we had Anthony pop in. We missed Holly.
And Adrian.
Thank you, Adrian, for popping in too. We so appreciate you.
Yes.
Yeah, I tell you what, she must have passed that video link over to people in her homeland of Jamaica, because that one, my average is like 20 people or whatever. Some of them higher, but hers went like, woo. I'm like, okay, girl, So that was nice. That was fun. And again, this book over here is about just aging gracefully over 50.
And so Pop has an appointment, by the way, on Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be the wound care, just podiatry. Okay. And then then he's got the vascular appointment on the 17th. And I think we're going to have a break the week after that. We're going to have a break. So the 19th to the 24th, it's free.
Nice. I used to working on trying to get a person come in to help you to give him showers and stuff like that.
So I'm so glad you said that, because I forgot. So on last week, the chaplain came in and talked to Pop and to see how he's doing and pray with him and do what we do, right? So love that. Love the chaplain. He's amazing. So
from the VA or from your church?
No, actually from the care place that's coming in.
Nice. Okay.
So keeping in mind, it's been like months upon months that no one's come. I have had to watch Pop myself, right? Which ain't, I thank God you learn how to do things without actually hurting yourself. Like, encourage them and show them how they can do it to themselves without hurting yourself. Right. So the chaplain came in last week, and I told the chaplain, I said, I said, I really hate to leave, this company. It's a good company. I appreciate what you guys do and all that. Social worker, you coming in, the nurse coming in, I appreciate it. I said, but because you have a person that I asked not to come back, she wasn't a bad person. She just that, there are certain things that I wanted that I just weren't being done. So we've gone months without her. So I told the chaplain that I was going to find another company to replace them, because I need someone to come in with my father, and that I shouldn't have had to go through, a back surgery and still have to care, and still have to bathe my father. So I told him. He called the company right away and explained what I was going to do and what the plan was, and how I was displeased. And then on this week, the nurse came on Monday, and I told her, and right away when she left here, about 20 minutes after she left, I got a text saying they have someone coming in on Thursday. Would that be okay? I'm
Oh,
like, absolutely. I really appreciate it. I told him, I'm not going to be picky. I mean, I was complaining because the girl would come in Sunday after church. I already had to wash him up for church. So I was frustrated.
mm,
So I told him I don't want anybody on weekends. I just want someone during the weekday to come 2 or 3 times a week to wash him up. And I don't care what time,
yeah.
you
Gotcha.
know?
Except for Tuesdays.
And
Except for Tuesday during this time.
right. So, now I'm looking at my schedule and I'm thinking, thank the Lord. Mhm.
Actually, they still could come during this time because you don't need to be in the room when she's doing that,
Exactly.
right? As long as they come in
Exactly.
ahead of time. Yeah.
You got it.
Awesome. 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 And now we have at the 1 hour mark. So
Yes.
again, we thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank
And
you.
so what's our thing? You always have to
Peace,
peace, love,
love, and blessings.
and blessings. I
Thank you
love
guys.
it.
Have a blessed week.
Yes. Peace and blessings. Love you. Ciao.
Love ya. Toodles.
Toodles.